Hello. How are you? Oh my, what the? I don't think there'll be someone here. 1 second, I'm cleaning my glasses. Oh, so that's why people do the whole long ass timers and stuff. I actually did this timer on time, like I waited and everything so that I would get in at exactly 5 o'clock. So, I hope I hope everyone's having a great day today, you know? And since the day is, well, for me it's almost over, but you know, for most people it's kind of like halfway there. I hope that we are like almost done with our stuff that we had to do. Um, stuff like, I don't know, if you've got, ooh, Fortnite Runners. It's coming on my birthday. Maybe like, what does it mean? Power isn't given, it's taken. Chapter 7. Chapter 7 is crazy. Man. Chapter 7, Season 3 arrives June 6. Alright. Pretty nice. Let's see what else. I already got this by gifting myself. But if you are wait, weekend. Oh no, wait, no. I was gonna say, it's already Sunday. I was gonna say if you're watching and you want this, then just type in your chat, I'll add you, and I'll gift you one thing from the item shop. It could be anything, but you know, that's not gonna work because it's already the weekend and there's a two-day delay before you can gift someone, so bummer. I don't know. I'm more of a, I really like my Crocs. Try on. Damn. Alright, well, let's claim some stuff. Because Battle Pass ending, stuff. Let's kind of get all our stuff in. Oof, the UI is so good. What the heck? Like, that is so clean. Like, I actually want to go in and recreate this right now. Oh my days. Like, sheesh. I don't know. Like it's just, right? It does a little thing here. I can actually do this. Right? You have like a material there and it's emissive, and you put it at the back and you spawn the character, you play the animation, and then you do the UI thing. I just think it's insane that I know how to do. I can completely recreate this in all of its entirety, like fully. Knowledge is good. It's good to know stuff. Feels good to know stuff. All right. Oh man, look at that! Like the name when it comes, I just love that effect so much. Bro. Less talking. Let's try. I don't know if I can. I feel like I would need to do this with a. We might be nerfed a little bit. Underscore name. Flashy. Full thing. All right. Let's see. Oops. Okay. So let's just start with a. For now, a canvas. I'll wrap it in an overlay if I decide to keep this text block. Drop that there. Put this in the center and size content. Let's call this, let's pick a name that we will use. Hold up, actually, talk chat, newest, live chat. Moderation, reactions, how about, oh, I could do this. Hey. All right, let's put that here. Okay, no, we can't put that there. Let's put it back. Let's pick a name. What name? It's at this point people would usually go, what name should we use, chat? But I don't exactly have a chat, so let's say one true love, and they are using heading now. That's kind of italic. So let's do gold italic. Oh wait, I could just do like, wait, I do this, right? And then I do, boom, screenshot, boom, copy, paste, open, file location. No, I should like actually. Do this. Damn. That's crazy. 1 second. Well, no one's watching, so who cares? Oops. Let's try. That did not open it. Open screenshot folder. Alright. We will do it here. All foam textures. See, that's why I color coded, because like now I can just like, I don't have to read, I can just look for the red thing and it's like, oh, there are the textures, right? Drop that in. Drop that in here. Okay. Put this here. Take this. Duplicate it. We're gonna do hazardous elite jewels. Hazard. Dude, it's right there in front of you. DOUS. Elite jewels. Okay. I'm gonna do this. All right, so let's see. Oh, all right. Goddamn. Look at that. So 45 is what they're using, and it's actually the right fonts, the right spacing, and everything. So, let's. I guess let's just. Oh, look at that. Let's delete this one. Copy that. Delete this one too. Put that there. And anchor. Boom. Nice. So let's see. So it starts out like just an outline, right? Starts out as an outline. Okay. And we can do that by doing this here. Outline size, we're going to do like 2. And then we're going to do outline color. I'm just going to give like a nice purple, pink, dark color. Right? And then we are going to take away the opacity of the middle part. What the heck? Oh, I think it's the outline. Ain't no way. Separate fill alpha, maybe? Oh, 1. What is going on here? Is the outline not able to be outlineable? It's almost as if it's fake. It doesn't actually draw an outline along the edges of the letter. It just fakes it. And what's up with that? Hold up. It's 45, but let's bump it up a little bit. So like, oh, I think I know what that is. We need matrix corners. Boom. Okay. So this is what I'm thinking. Damn. This is crazy. It's actually crazy. The outline is just blowing up the size of the thing under the thing. So if you were to take away the... Oh man, I'm actually disappointed. It's not really outlining anything. Yikes. And you just know that they have like a better one that they can actually use to do what they did. I guess one way to do it would be to sample the colors behind, sample the thing behind, and no, I mean, if we're being like, I guess I'm trying to make a version where I can like do it. Wait, is it? No, it is transparent. Like you can. It's so little, but it's transparent, kind of. Oh man, I'm already so demotivated, bro. What the heck? Why? That's not. Look. So this is 86 bold italic. I don't have 86 bold italic installed, so I'm going to use the one that I do have installed. Right? Let's take this one. I kind of made this as a joke, by the way. So this was the original survey was this, and I just remade the little stuff and added them at the end just there. Don't take it too seriously. I love you, Epic. Please don't ban me. Let's do this. I want to show you what the outline looks like, right? So, 1 second. See, 1 second. I'm still here. I mean, I'm just. Wait, is that actual? No, okay. Oh no, he edited the thing. Sorry. All right. Oh yeah. So very outline. When you add an outline, you do it on the edges of the object or at the So for example, we have this. Let's say turn up the weight. So now this one is inside, which means it's weighted on the outside, and increasing this value would increase the thickness inside. Boom, 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 boom. Right? And we have the outside, which means it's weighted on the outside, so increasing this value goes outwards, which is kind of like infinite. Well, it is infinite, but like the one in here, because this is a number that has an enclosure. So let's do something like 7. No, it's 1 pretty much. One's kind of like the only one I can think of. All right, so it just goes out forever, but it's on the actual thingy. And then of course you have center, which goes in and out evenly. Like this. And this is true outline, as it should, because if I were to take the color of the inside and I were to remove that, you can see it's an outline. So what in the world is this? They just faked it. Actually, speaking of how they faked it, I'm going to make an outline material which will kind of do what they did but fake stuff. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do for my outline material. I haven't actually made this before, but I have an idea of how it should be made. So m underscore object. I'll just call it outline. Outline. Yeah, that should be good. Let's see. So the idea I'm gonna go for here is to I know what I'm supposed to do, but I've kind of forgotten how to do it. Invert. All right. Okay, that's kind of okay. So what we're gonna do is, first of all, world position, always evaluate world position offset. And then I should probably get like a mesh here for this. Let's use, I don't know, let's use this one. So board, find, click, and now when I click on this button, boom, we get that in here. That's our thing. All right, so man, this kind of stinks. Like I could have done the thing if we actually had like outline how it should be, right? Like the color of the outline. Or is it the character? Like, is it the font that is the problem? Let's see if it breaks. Nope. Nope. That is how they generally do outlines. That is crazy. That is actually insane. I wonder if I use an outline material, not the color, if that would change. We're gonna try that after. But for now, let's. I mean, this is a different outline material than what I'm actually doing. I guess I should call this object outline, but. All right, so we are going to be doing a push of the vertex normal. So we're gonna take the object vertex normal. The vertex normal is simply, so, oh, I could do that, nice. So each, I can't like move around easily here, so let's kind of do this here. So each of the corners, like each of the points, right? Like this point, right? Then anyway, you get the, each of the point is called a vertex, and the normal is kind of where it's pointing. Right? So the normal is sort of the direction the vertex is pointing. And you're like, oh man, it's a point. How can it be pointing somewhere? It's pointing everywhere at the same time. Yes, normally that's how a point is. A point technically is pointing in all directions, but with computer graphics, you can say, I want this point to kind of be pointing there. It's also important that, you know, we're able to do that so that we can shade it properly. Shading is just saying how it interacts with the light. You know, if the normal is, if you have a thing, let's get a plane. If you have a thing and the normal is pointing towards the light, is pointing in the opposite direction as the light. So let's get another thing. Let's get count. So let's say this is the light, and the light is pointing this way, right? Because it's from there, and it's going over there. You can check if something is facing the light by checking if the normal of the object is in the opposite direction. So this is going from here to in this direction. It's going like this in this direction, but the normal is going like this in this direction. So if it's in the opposite direction, so it's kind of opposite, and it's going to be in the same direction if it was like this. So both of them are, this going this way and this is going this way, so same direction. Same direction, then it's facing away from the light, but opposite direction, then it's facing at the light. Anyway, that's why normals, that's, I don't even know what I explained just now. Sheesh. Either way, we're gonna take the vertex normal, which is how much, which is where the stuff is pointing. And the reason why we need this is because if we want to artificially, let me pull up Epic headquarters so we can have a plane of reference. If we want to artificially, like, normal, if we want to artificially scale it up or scale it in, like increase the size, then we would, you know, multiply the vertex normal to kind of like push the vertex outwards, or, you know, shrink it inwards in itself. So basically, my trick here is that we are going to say, we're going to take the vertex normal and we are going to just bump it up. Oh, that is too much, actually, holy. Just like a little bit, actual, like, honestly, 2 should be enough. This would sort of be like the outline thickness, I should call it that. Let's just call it thickness. All right, so punch it at 2, and then yeah, so we've kind of like blown this out. And another thing about meshes is that they have a face. I mean, no, that was terrible. Basically, each... I'm just yapping at this point. But there's a side which is recognized as the front face, and there's the back face. Right? Normally the front face is the only thing that gets shaded, so it's the only thing that has like the color and the reflections and all that stuff. And the back face doesn't, because, well, ideally you will never really see the back face of the object. That's the whole point. It's at the back. So what we're gonna do though is that you never know. I don't think. Basically, I'm gonna do the inverted hull. If this is like not even crazy game dev stuff, but that is what I'm gonna do, and that's how you actually. You know what? That's how you do outline stuff, right? I can't even. I'm sure there's some other way you could do it, but like in the most general terms of stuff, if you want to make an outline material, that's one way you would do it. That's one way. It depends on the thing having a mesh and stuff, but that's one way, and that's the way I'm going to do it. So this will be masked so that I can make some parts invisible. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the back faces to be visible and the front faces to be invisible. So we see the inside of the mesh. We only see the insides of the mesh. It's like the simplest outline material you could make. So opacity mask, we're going to take two-sided sign, which kind of tells us which side is the front and which side is the back. The front is going to be, the front is always 1 and the back is always 0. Like this gives a number between 0 and 1, where the front is 1 and the back is 0. So for example, if I were to let's do multiply and then do scalar debug. Okay, no, I'm just gonna have to bring it out manually. Debug scalar values. I'll plop this here, plop that there, and do just the thing that has a front and a back. Boom. You see the front is 1 and the back. Let's see the back turn on two-sided. Gotta remove that actually, and set this to opaque, and I'm just gonna plop this in here directly and remove that. Okay, so I kind of got it mixed up. The front is 1 and the back is -1. So the actual face that you can see is 1, and the back that you can't see, which is usually disabled unless you turn this off, is -1. So you can flip the sides simply by, oh my goodness, I was actually gonna do a one minus, which would have been terrible. Oof, thank goodness I checked the value of what this does. You want to multiply by -1 and you flip the sides. So that's what we're going to be doing. Gonna take this and we're just gonna plug that into the opacity mask, and yeah, this is gonna be outline color. I'm gonna call this white for now, and then change this to masked, and just like that, the back faces are the only thing that you see. It has to be two-sided, of course, so you can see the back. And oops, no man. Let's bring in our test again. Ooh, tabletop board, open and select. So now we see the back side of the mesh. So that's how we flip what sides we are seeing. And next thing to do, because the outline should really not look like, yeah, it should look like an outline. So we're gonna make this on lit. And that is, that's pretty much the standard outline color, outline material. So, and then of course we're going to bump up we're gonna increase the size of the thing in the material. So we're just having the material handle a bunch of things. So number one, the material is going to flip the faces, and it's also gonna blow it up a little bit, so it's bigger than, you know, whatever mesh you put it on. And oh my days, no. And the results of all of this is that you have something that, for this to work, you actually need to put two of the meshes. Right, you need to put two. You need to put the meshes. You need two of the meshes on themselves. So I'm gonna do it like here. I am going to take this mesh and duplicate it. Okay, wait, bad example, because that one doesn't have faces on it. Actually, it doesn't really matter, to be honest, but let's do it with this one. So I'll take this one, duplicate it, and then I will put my outline material on it. And now, when I chuck it back in the same position, it looks like an outline, like, see. Let's do this and like this. So thickness, that's the thickness of the outline. Pretty much how much we're pushing the thing. If I make it just a little bit like this, all right, one seems to be okay. We have this dynamic outline where just and of course change the color to anyway, this is one of the outlines where you do require because basically this is, you know, we're not actually drawing an outline along the edges of the thing. We are in fact just making the same thing in its entirety, but like a little bit bigger. And the whole reason we are inverting the thingies, because if you don't, then it's going to be on top, like it's going to be in front, like you will be looking at it in front, because the front face will be rendering. If you're rendering only the back face, you wouldn't see the front, you would only see the parts of it that are at the back. If that makes any sense. But yeah, so we invert the face that we're looking at. We're currently looking at, basically we're looking at the inside, if that makes any sense. Like we're looking at the inside of it. So imagine, actually the easiest way to show this is in Blender. Oh. Oofy. So in Blender, for example, if I go into this cube and I take this face, let's do this one. So Control Shift B. All right, I take this face and I delete this face. Boom, you're now looking on the inside of the cube. But the thing is, this thing has no thickness. It's an actual infinitely flat surface. So it only has a front and a back. And you're actually able to see the backs, like the back if you turn on back face culling. So back face culling basically says if it's a back face, then we don't want to see it, because usually, you know, again, you don't usually render the back because no one usually will see it. You need to specifically say, okay, I want to render the back. Or in the case of Unreal, you would do that here by turning on two-sided in the material of the thing. And another thing, if we were to do face orientation, this would just show us like which way the face is facing. That doesn't make sense, but basically, if we're looking at the front of the face, it'll be normal, and if we're looking at the back, it will be red. So the whole inside of that is red. So these are the fronts. This is the front of the face. Oh, actually, hold up. I think I'm able to visualize the normals of it too. 1 second. It should be somewhere. Somewhere. Faces. Center, shading, weight abolished. Group. Edge length, face area. Edge angle. Face. There we go. So this basically tells you where the face is pointing. So this face is pointing that way. That is the normal of the face. If we were to flip this, so Alt-N, flip, now it's pointing the other way. And now this is the back of it. And if we had, let's turn this off. If we disable showing the back face, then this is what it looks like. You see through the thing. So essentially what we're doing with the stuff, let's do flip this back, flip, and then put a face here. Essentially what we're doing is we're taking the mesh as it is, right? And then we are saying, okay, we don't want to see the opacities, like make this, the opacity mask basically says make this opaque or make it transparent. So we're saying, okay, we want to take the front and make it transparent, and take the back, which is usually transparent, and make it visible, which is the same thing as basically going selecting everything and flipping them. So now we are always looking at the insides of the stuff, like always looking at the insides. So you can see that this is the inside of the thing. So that's what's going on. And because you're looking at the insides, you're not seeing the front. So we have two meshes on top of each other. One is like normal, and you're kind of seeing the front of it, which is the wood. And the other one is you're only seeing the back of it. So pretty long unnecessary explanation for an outline material. I think, I don't know, there might be other ways to sort of like do I don't know, sheesh man. This isn't the only way to do an outline. This is one way, but this way is kind of expensive because, as you can see, you can only do this outline you can only do this outline by having this like two of the same mesh on each other. Like you need to have the mesh for which select it. Yeah, you need to have the mesh on it the same place, and that's pretty annoying. There is a thing, right? So overlay material, overlay materials that you could do. Okay. Oh, I guess I don't know that. Oh, override. Oh, damn. Okay, never mind. I thought that was overlay. Sheesh, that's override. Overlay material. Um. Well, I've never used it, but I think what this should do in like regular Unreal Engine is that it basically should duplicate the mesh and render this one on top of it, or something like that. All right. Anyway, this kind of sucks that the thing doesn't have opacity. Like, I was actually excited to go in and remake the UI. Oh well. Welcome to UEFN. I mean, really, I can actually, obviously, if I wanted to make this, like, if I actually had to make this for real for a game, then I would render this as a texture. Like, I would make this in like Figma and then bring it in as a texture and use that as my animation thing. Like, I could do something like, I could actually just do this real quick, to be honest. So what the hell was that? Oh, let's do boop, then do my one. Oh. Alright, so this is how I would do this. I would actually have the fill be visible, but like red, and then I'll have the overlay be visible but green, so that's 00 FF00. What the hell did I type? Green. Yeah, why didn't I put it? Alright, so I would have it like this, and then I'll bring this in as a texture. So let's just frame this, and then have the frame be like, I don't know. No. 1024 by 256. Oh man, what the heck? By 128. And then we're gonna have this one be in the middle. And then a little bit smaller to fit in the frame. Not that small, probably like, I don't know, like 80. Let's actually do auto width. Okay, so like 80 is too small. Let's do 85. Alright, so it's in the frame, and then I will export frame t underscore I, and let's just say LML. Let's go text. Do this. Export to here and save. And then in UEFN, I would go back and bring in textures, import, graphics, boom. Yep, set this to UI, set, I feel like I'm missing something. That's not right. Alright, so advanced. Maybe I should have done a better resolution, because this is the thing about like resolution. You kind of see it like this in it. I mean, you see it in Figma and it looks nice, good, because Figma has like down to the pixel infinite resolution. So let's bump this up and actually bring up the size. We'll make the frame to be, we'll just do like this, and then we'll do multiply it by 2, and then it'll take this and also ideally multiply this by 2, and now it's bigger. So take the frame, export again, save, override, blah blah blah, then come back in here and re-import, boom, and now it should be like clearer and not so pixelated. Okay, so we have this. I'm gonna do no, we have this like this, and here is what we will do with this bad boy. Underscore. Now the thing is, let's bring that in here. The thing is, like, basically, I could, like, this isn't the end of the world. The only reason I would like to do it this way is because it's easily, you can easily like change the text and stuff if I did it this way, right? But again, for something like this, you know, there's only these people, so you could just do you could just like make the textures for the names. Heck, if you want to go crazy, you could actually make just like a texture for the numbers and then do a thing, and it's not the end of the world basically. But let's kind of like recreate this, because I want to recreate. I like it. It's nice. Let's chop this down to 45 for now. File, and then let's work on this. So now I have the stuff that's red. I have the stuff that's green. Why do you do that? Why did you do that? Because now I have the fill and I have the outline. This was 256. Yeah. So we do this, multiply by this, call this 1, call this 1, divided by 8. Or is it 8 over 1? Let's kind of see what we're doing here. Math. We got this. We want to put it in the center. So just basically, no, I'm just gonna do this thing. I think I've explained the math so much. Constant bias scale. Bias -5.5, and then scale by 2. Okay, so now we got it in the center. If I use this to do this, then that kind of like stays there in the center. But that's not what I want, honestly. and there's an easy node for it, so I'm not gonna waste my time doing that. I'll just use this. So 2, 1, oops, wrong number. Wait, no, that's 1/8. 1 divided by 8. Nice. Just get it back to the correct size. And put this here. So now essentially we have red is the fill and green as the outline. So I have like the fill and the outline. So I would do outline, and then I will do, oops, wrong thing, fill. Kind of goes like this. So this actually should be kind of easy, really, when I think about it. Let's just drag this a little bit forward, and we're going to do a lerp between the outline and the fill using a bone, not that, that's U, and then using component mask. Oh, it's actually meta. It actually goes, yeah, it matters. Let's use it. Let's specifically say go from like there to there. So we want to add, right? Like we have this thing here that kind of does a little bit of this. If we invert this with a 1 minus, then goes the other way. Starts out like this, goes like this, and becomes full. And of course, saturate to clamp this value, and then we can call this progress. I mean, now I'm doing it, but honestly, I would just rather have. There's so many ways to do the same thing. I would rather, because now if I want to change this text, I have to do that change in the. I have to make a whole new texture for it. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, is it? No, it's not. Oh, so we do this, and then we do this. So that's the fill. That's the outline. I don't like how this is kind of crossing, to be honest. I want it to be straight. So we're going to do this and do this, but it's going to go the other way, the wrong way. So, like now, opening like does that. We need it to go this way for this, so we need to like go that way, but we don't need it to do this, so I think we 1 minus this one. Yeah. No, the fuck we do not. Alright, so let's see. What do we do? All pointers are saying, because we want it to go, okay, no, F that, I'm gonna work it out. So this is kind of what we have here. At 0, it's that, and then what the world did I do? Okay, so we are going to subtract 1 from here. Nope. Subtract 1. Ta-da! And then call this 0. Oh my days. It's subtracting 1 and then doing the 1 minus. No. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Let's do the 1 minus here. All right, nice. So at 0, we have that, and then as we go to 1, it fills up. We're also going to make this maximum of 1, so I have like a nice little slider here. Look at that. Look at that. That's pretty much it, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get the exact colors they used. I kind of like that a little bit. So we are going to record this way, like around here. Start. And then, boom. I think that's enough. Do that. Pop this up and let's just go into so it actually goes like in a gradient. It's not even full, but then we need the darkest color of it, which is Control Shift C, I think. Please be. Nope. Windows Shift C. Which is that. So copy this and then we call it, just drop a thing here, paste that in here. Boom. Is it a hex linear? Nope, it's hex RGB. Wait, why did I even ask that stupid question? Where is the stuff? All right, so close that, and then we call this. Let's make it. Yeah, let's make it a little bit more of that. Nice. So then this is going to be the color of the thing, the stuff. Now the thing is, I want it to be the other way around. So for the, let me try and visualize it. Let me just think. So essentially at this point, we have this inverted, subtracted, and then just this color. But it's a gradient. You can't see it all because it's black, but if I don't subtract a thing, you can see it's a gradient going from the other way. And then I'm adding the value back. I'm adding what I subtracted back so that it starts to show up essentially. The white part needs to be the you know, the fill, because it goes from black to white, so outline to fill, right? So this thing here is the transition, and honestly it doesn't need to be touched, so let's just make it all nice. Transition progress. Let's make it nice and tight so it doesn't take too much space. Like this. And then we are going to have it just distribute evenly. Boom. Nice. And then I'll call this like transition alpha, transition alpha. Oops. Ouch! I can't crack the dang wrist, man. Stupid habit. All right, chuck this here. Then call this transition. Animation. It's not even an animation. What am I doing? Go back to, because it looks cooler that way. All right. Just chuck this over. Oh, that's a little bit too far, isn't it? Here. And oh, nice opportunity to be. Perfect. Yeah, let's do all of this. Go a little bit closer. Make this one. What am I? I'm wasting. Good lord, I'm wasting my time here. What am I doing? All right, so that is that. Now the thing will go from from 0 to 1, where 1 should be the fill. You know what? Honestly, not even worth the time that I just wasted. It's actually not even worth the time that I just wasted. Like 100% not worth the time I just wasted. I should have just done this. Like bro. Like I should have just what the world, bro? Like this would have solved the situation. Why did I spend all the time doing what the heck I was doing? I don't even know. Oh man, report. All right. So we're gonna do straight, and then we're gonna do here. What the heck? I mean, do I pre-multiply this? Oh wait, no, that's gonna go into the thing. All right. Anyway, so let's bring this closer. Let's bring that closer. Bring all this closer to be honest. So this, boom, boom, and then that kind of goes out of there, and we should make this a UI material user interface. So I don't have that, and we don't have whatever the heck this is. So final color, and of course transmittent, translucent, and we are going to do alpha. Wait, does this even have an alpha? Am I tripping? It does. So like, what's the deal with this? Man, I have to like actually look at it. Like, why is it red? All right, okay, so the thing is now there. So we're going to use this. Where's this? Okay, so it's on the inside. So I can actually just use like this as the opacity for everything, and then use this as the final color. Yeah. Let's do multiply this by this and use that as the opacity. How is that? I can't see a shit. I cannot see a thing. Oh wait, no, not multiply. Let's see. So this is kind of like what we should see. So yeah, that should be the opacity. All of that should be indeed opaque. And this one is not what we should see. I want to keep the black parts. I don't know. Let's kind of, I don't know. Sometimes you just, I mean, not you guys. Why is my battery low? What the? First it was the mouse that was low in the battery, and now it's this one. Or do we do the min between this and this one? Yeah, that's what we should have done. Oh my god. Yeah, so if it's not that, I'll do the thing. Okay, I might do this, bro. So that's gonna be the opacity. And then this is gonna be the final color. Holy moly. How do we make this not ugly? There. No, hell no. Do that. Maybe take these two like up a little bit. Nice. Like this, and something here, something. Okay. Dang it, bro. Okay. This is what we do. This is the, you know what? Honestly, if I'm being honest, it wasn't that bad. It was not that bad. actually. Yeah. It wasn't that bad. This is not worth the headache of what I'm going through right now to get this. No, it is not worth the headache. Just normally I would bring in some extra stuff, like the offers and whatnot. I just don't have the strength to, you know, start figuring that stuff out. So we're gonna go with this look. Yeah, so this is not the opacity, amigo. So final color. Let's see. So that happens that way. Yikes. Alright, maybe not saturate. Or maybe add like more. It's like 2. When I think about it, that's probably necessary because this is not getting fully thing. Alright, there we go. Because you're taking away 1 and it's already 0 to 1, so you need to go. It's going from like -1 to 1, -1 to 0, so you kind of want to go 2, so it goes from actual 0 anyway. I don't even know what I'm saying. I have no idea. So that's kind of handled. I'm going to put this at 1, which should be like halfway, so that maybe 0.7, 0.5, which is like halfway visibly. So we can see what we are doing with the thing. So it's green, the green, multiply this by this, and we have that theme, the thing. But then we kind of want this to not be, because it's, well, I've already removed the video, but it's not even an even color. Like it's brighter pink here than it is there. So we do need to do U, and then mask again, and choose the green or the red. All right, so let's kind of see what we're doing here with the color. We're going kind of like this to that, then it's all mathematics. Let's see. So this is kind of what we want, but the other way around. So 1 minus. So it's brighter here, and then it's kind of like pink there. Like it's almost white on this side of the thing. So, damn, I don't, yeah, that's kind of what we're gonna go with. Do that, yes. Do a little bit of this. And a little bit of this. Shut these two. Oop. This closer. That. And this. This. And then. I don't need this. We just need this at like 100. Yeah. So nitro 128. 128 is a good number. Some days I just waste my time doing not actual useful stuff, if I'm being honest. It's kind of like what we are getting here. We should actually like saturate it. I don't see how that looks. So it's not too overblown, right? So you have this, and then like some of these values go past 1. And then you have like this. It's kind of 1, and then it doesn't go past 1. I'm actually curious what happens if you smooth step this value. Oopsie. That is not the thing. So with the smooth step, you can kind of see where it becomes 1 there, but this should actually plug into the value. So you have that. I don't know if you can see, but like there's this harsh white line right here. Right here, there's like a harsh white line, but then that goes away when you do a smooth step. So that's what we're going to be using to clamp the valley, because it's nice and smooth and just cleaner. So this is going to be our color value. Color, outline color, outline tint. So we have route, outline tint. So be red. Tint. I'm gonna make it black because that looks cleaner. Wasting my time on the most stupidest shit. All right. So now I'm gonna actually make this a little bit longer, and then of course this is the opacity, and let's kind of get rid of that first. We should do color here, and then we multiply this by the outline tint. So that we have I'll have you know that technically what I'm doing here is not necessary at all. And it's not even like I'm at a sheesh, bro. This is actually more on the line of an asset I don't know, will I delete it? I don't see myself using this. And my battery is low. Thanks for telling me. Headphone lady, what do you want me to do? Get off stream? Psh, wake up. That's not gonna happen. What are you doing, David? Alright. Anyway. There we have it. I have recreated the thing. So I guess one thing else would be the fact that it kind of just appears, so it doesn't start at this. It appears, which I could actually do by I can make this value go from 0 to 1 and sort of just be the animation thing. That's usually how I would do it, but then I would have to do some remapping from like 0.5 to something to go make it appear so it's not visible like this. And this is actually pretty harsh, to be honest. So let's bump that down to 64. The lower I take this number, it's gonna push the pink to that side. So now I take it back up. And you know what, why not? Today's Sunday. Let's just have fun doing creating stuff. I'm gonna make it so it starts out when it's at 0, it kind of starts invisible. So we're gonna take this out. I'm gonna call remap. Actually not that hard now I think about it. Remap. We're gonna say from 0 to, actually let's see. So from 0 to like 0.1. From 0 to 0.15, 0.25. Let's skip it there. We're gonna remap that to 0 to 1. So we're gonna leave it like this. And then we are gonna call this we're gonna call this opacity, total opacity modifier, something. So overall opacity modifier. I didn't spell that right. Modifier. Just gonna plot this in a thing of its own too. And then all we do is take. I guess let's see if I put this here, what that does. So now at 0 it should be invisible, and then as I start going up it'll show up and then start filling up. So, and with that I think I can safely say that I have recreated the thing. Of course, there's a thing where it kind of like goes the other way, which I'm pretty sure I can get away with by flipping some values. So it's like this now. And if I were to take this and I were to flip it, now it's going to go out, right? So it's going to go outwards that way. So how I would implement this is turn this 1 minus x to be a direction thing. Right, it needs to do a 1 minus here. But if you were to take this 1 minus and you were to multiply it by 1, then boom, fill up, flip the direction, -1, then boom, go away. Let's see, -2. -2 or subtract 2? No, -0.5. Let's do that because it's like 2 thing and half of the half stuff. Or just 0, yeah? Yeah, just 0. Nope, not 0. That kind of removes the whole essence of it. I mean, there's one way to easily do this, right? If we're being honest. Like, if we're really being honest, I would rather not, but who cares? We learn. We call this direction. direction. And then we learn between this and just this. So direction is 0, then we are going forward. Make direction 1. Now we are going, like, the thing is, when this is 0, taking this 2 back to 1 would go from here backwards, right? That's something to keep in mind. But when I flip the direction by making this 1, then taking the 2 would actually make it go from here back out like that and fade. So this is one way to do it, but I can actually make it automatic so that there is just one value that drives everything. Right? And I can actually do that easily. I mean, I could do the math raw, or I could just use this remap value range. This is really powerful, especially in these kind of animations that are driven by just one value. So I'm going to make, let's say, I'm going to make a thing go from 0, this value here, going from, well, 0 is fine, but just change this one. Going from 0 to 0.5 is going to go from 0 to 2, right? So now this will be our new transition progress. Oh, what the heck? Here. Let's do it. Why not? Transition progress. So I'm going to bump this out here and move it alongside all of these. I'm going to do this. What the heck? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. And boom, boom. This, and then call this transition progress. So now I'm going to disconnect this from here and pipe this into transition progress. Same thing, same thing. So now I have this value. I'm going to call this just progress. Right. So what essentially I'm going to do now is that I'm going to make it so that progress, when progress goes from 0 to 0.5, oops, 1 second. All right, so when progress goes from 0 to 0.5, it's going to fully do the transition, and it's going to like stay 0 to 0.5. Oops, should make this 0 to 1 actually. 0 to 1. All right, so halfway it's going to do the full transition. So by 0.5, it's going to be full name. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it say, I'm going to do the direction, right? By doing, actually this direction is going to be a lot easier because I could just pop this into an if node and say, if this value is, if it's greater than 0.5, then be 1, else be 0. And I'm gonna call this direction. Why does it keep, I literally drag from here further. Okay, direction. I'm sorry about the breathing in the mic. Jesus Christ, I'm losing my mind here, little by little. So just pop this there. So now this is gonna be direction. Like this. Boom. call this direction switch. Call this direction switch. I love you guys, by the way. So, thank you for being with me. Thank you for sticking around, my crusty ass, while I do whatever the heck I'm doing. And no, nice little. All right. So we're gonna get rid of this and use this as our direction. This is pretty much how I build materials. So just start one way and I'm like, okay, you know what, let's make this way. Okay, you know what, let's actually add this to here. Kind of like that until, you know, the full material is eventually built out. So now we have, this value is gonna be, while this is less than thingy, it'll be 0, but when it's more than 0.5, it will be 1. So now if I set this to 0, basically I now have one value. This is going to switch, right? It's going to switch from 0 to 1 when this progress crosses this threshold. That's the setup. This doesn't need to be that. Oh, nice. It's almost like the same slope. So chunk this down, chunk that down, and sometimes you just gotta take your time and just, you know, prettify the stuff. Be organized a little bit. So it's gonna be like this. And yeah. So now I'm gonna take everything. This and chuck it into progress handler. Of course. You know, the whole reason why I make it black is because if you make it white, it applies this tint. It applies white as a tint over the area here, and I kind of just want it to be transparent and act as a container. It's a container because when you move the one, it will move everything inside of it, so I can easily rearrange. Go down, oops, go up a little bit. I can use further. Easily rearrange my stuff like that. So now I have my progress value here, and all the animation states are handled by the progress. So we start at 0, and when we get to 0.5, so we start at 0, it's going to show up, and then we get to 0.5, it's going to do the full animation and be fully the color. And once we pass 0.5 and start getting to 1, then it would start. What the heck are you doing? What are we doing? Okay, so we need to apply the direction. Yeah, the transition progress, which is this, kind of starts from 0 to this. It goes from 1 to 2, but then it actually needs to go back to 0 for it to like fade away, which means that I need to make progress in, right? And then I can copy all of this actually. Oops. I can copy all of this and make it a progress out. And I'm going to do the same thing with the direction to make it switch between which one it's currently tracking. So plop this in here, plop that there. And All right, so we do this, right? So now we just need to switch between progress in and progress out, but depending on the direction. So I'll just move this to the side. I kind of have an idea here. Just gonna move this down, and then we need this setup here. Where the hell did that come from? Oh, progress in. Okay, so we have this stuff. This is gonna be the progress and starts here. I might have to switch it around, but this should be like the overall idea. I'm hoping. And then for progress out, we actually need to do the flipping, but let me just, when I do the flip, this should disappear because we are currently at 1. Let me just put this here, put that. Button not pressing. Like this. That, I don't know, like this maybe. You know, actually, I should bias all of this down a little bit. So no big problem, just making it like so. All right. Okay, so the flip, right, we need to go the other way around. So progress in goes from 0 to 0.5, and it should go from 0 to 2. And progress out will go from 0.5 to 1, but it should go from 2 to 0. So we make this 0. Like so, like so, like so. Oh, maybe 2 to like -1. I don't even at this point. 2 to 0. So you might ask yourself, like, why is it not fully gone? That will have to do with the opacity switch, which we would probably need to do so that it kind of goes opacity mod in. Now, ideally, if you were doing the animation here, like really, I would have just drag keyframe, called it a day. And you can actually set up the parameters so you can do that. But I'm doing all this work is so that in this one material, I just drag this bar from 0 to 1 and it handles going in, going out. So that's kind of that's why it's looking a little lengthy. So we're going to have a progress out, opacity mod out. Opacity modifier, I think I want to pass that in here, but let's kind of expand this. I will just call it opacity mod. And then remap value range. My battery is low. Let's charge my battery so I don't sound so different to myself once I take these headphones off. Okay, so let's see. Good lord. We do here, and we want it to go like at the end. So we're gonna do when it's going from let's do 0.85. 0.85. I should do 0.75, but it's fine. We'll do 0.85 because I think it kind of like goes out a lot quicker. Yeah, so we'll do 0.85 to 1. Yep, 0.85 to 1. We want that to go from 1 to 0. So we're going to do 1 to 0 like this. So now this is going to be like going out, but now we also want this to sort of like what's the word? We want to merge these two. Based on, again, the direction. So I'm just going to copy this and lerp between this one and this one, and chunk that in here. And you see now it's gone, right? Just gonna do it like this, and like this. This is now 5, so I should be able to chunk this by here. I should like make this be in the middle and make this be here. Okay, so yeah, that should be, for the most part, that should be pretty much all there is to do. And I have completed the stuff so that now when I start at 0, it's invisible. When I start going up, it shows up, it fills up from the left to the right, it gets to 0.5, and usually in the animation you would stop it here for the name to be visible, and when you're ready to progress you just keep going up and it will go from the other way and it will fade out. Yes, just like that. Now let's do like a little preview thing. Let's set up a preview thing, like a preview value, so we can just watch it play. Get time goes up indefinitely, so first things first is we are going to constrain it using a sign, and then we are going to saturate to clamp it. But sign goes up and then it goes back down, so I'm not sure I want that. So let's do something else. We'll do frac. This will give us a rising value of 0 to 1, and then it'll start over at 0 again. And we can just divide time by a huge value, divide by like 10. And if we do like this, and then we take this with control, we can have and chuck it here. So now we can either plug this there or plug something else and plug this there. Then we're gonna have it, let's make it speed up a little bit, so 6. So we can have the animation playing on a loop just to see how it looks like. Of course we can make that even faster. Yep. And that, my friends, basically what this thing is doing here is just, if I were to do a debug scale of values, multiply and preview, it's just going up from 0 to 1 and then, well, 0 to 1 and then restarting. So 0.0, 0.0, 0.1, 0.2, 0. And then it's restarting, which is kind of like basically similar to me just going from 0 to 1 and then restarting quickly and then doing that over again. So yeah, I don't know if maybe you guys be the judge of if I cooked and it's similar or it's not. I think it's similar. I think it's pretty similar. So let's pop that into like a material. We'll have this start at 0. Boom, boom, boom. You imposter. Boop. We get in an image, and then we are going to do the anchors thing again, like this. And we are going to set the material to be you. Oh, right. Animation. We make a new animation. I'm not even. I just can't not make the things, you know? And then we add this, and then from here we add the material. And then from the material, we add the progress, which is the parameter that we put in there. And then we can now animate this going up. You just say over the course of 0.5 seconds, it should go to 0.5, and then it should stay there for a bit, and then it should go back down to, well, not go back down, actually go up to 1. And what this looks like is, oh, alright, I forgot I'm doing some unnecessary thing. I did this for the preview, but honestly you don't need that there when you do this, because it will be set in here. I need this to match the thing. So 2048 by 256 needs to keep that ratio. But we'll just do 1024 by 128, and of course size to content. There we go. Damn, I didn't actually think about the fact that, like, if I set the background to be solid checkerboard, I didn't think about the fact that the thing actually does not just show the text. It kind of like makes everything black, and I don't want that. So the solution is pretty simple. You just take the fill and multiply that by the thing. So we go here, go back a little bit, make multiply. Why is it so close? Get the fill, which is red. Or do we even have the alpha? Like, hold up. Yeah, we do. Yeah, it does have like the transparency mask. That's the easiest option here, actually. Just multiply that by this. So let's make this like line up to that one, and then kind of like chuck it back a little bit. Actually make this line up to that one. Nice. And then make, oh, chuck this back a little bit. Okay, boom. And that fix, you know, without and with. Oh my days. Oh yeah, I love, oh my god. All right, so just gonna, oops. I actually just gonna multiply this up. So multiply by 2. Yikes, that's a little bit too much. Let's do multiply by 1.5, and then multiply this by the same value, so it's a little bit bigger. And yeah, there you have it, folks. Let's move this to the end. Animation and G. Oops, and then play. I just realized something. Right there. Oh wait, no? Oh, okay, good. No. Alright, so let's see. What's the problem here? Is there a problem here? I don't know. Like, right here. It's not supposed to be black inside. It is not supposed to be. What's going on? Open the damn thing. Alright, so the alpha looks like this, and that's pretty much the same thing as the fill, except because the fill has color, it has all these artifacts here. And honestly, I should be using the alpha. It's a lot cleaner. So I'm going to, first thing I'm going to do is replace the alpha usage, replace the fill usage, so pretty much only this one with that one. That should just be better, right? But then I kind of have this guy, which is just the line. What if I took this and I did this? with this. Like, okay, hold up. Let's see. So the alpha is this. The lines, oh, no. The line is just this. I mean, yeah, it would just multiply outwards, right? But if I multiply the outwards, then we won't see the inside of it. It needs to stay. Oh, maybe this will fix it. Let's see. Maybe this fixes it. Nope, it did not fix it. 1 second. I've got a new friend request from bro. For Chacha. Alrighty. Let's do something different. Instead of using the alpha, we will use the fill. Yeah, but if you do that, then it kind of stays like you will just never see the flipping center. So that's not an option. I guess what we have to do is just decide on what fill to use based on something here, pretty much. Right. So, let's see. There's gonna be a value somewhere around here. I kind of have an idea what it's gonna be. I just need something. This one, pretty much. I am pretty sure it's. Nope, it's not that one. It's this one. Based on this value. So based on the direction, I can actually use that here. Oof. Okay. But is it the direction? I don't think it is. I don't know. Direction is like when it's 0.5. Let's see. So essentially what we're multiplying in here has to be chosen between this one and this one, right? Based on something. Let's just use direction for now. And I think I need to flip this. Because basically what I'm saying is that when you haven't, like the ones that haven't been turned white should stay transparent. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think that is it. It should be the thing that does the thing. So the transition alpha, actually, now I'm thinking about it, should probably just be what multiplies this. Let's kind of just confirm a little bit. Okay, buddy. Okay, man. All right, we're going to use that to choose the thing instead of having it multiply directly, because, yep. So transition alpha is going to be this. And did I have it flipped? I think I have it flipped. Let's just do 1 minus. I can't be bothered. There. And yeah, nice. So when it's not, oh my goodness. So when it's not like, when it hasn't filled up, it should just stay transparent, as opposed to like as opposed to just that. This was the previous setup, and like when it wasn't filled, it would be, you know, it would turn black. Like it would not be transparent. So it appears and it just stays black. It doesn't stay. So when it hasn't filled, we want to just show the lines and not the inside as black. We just want to show the lines, and you do that by using the transition alpha here. So we want to show the lines when it hasn't filled up, and when it has filled up, we want to just show everything. This should kind of go away. That should go there, and this should go in here. And this can kind of, I don't know. What does this look like? Nope, absolutely not. Let's say, chunk that there. 1, 2. so many things at this point, honestly. Chunk that there, chunk this here, and I think it looks okay. Yeah, I think it looks okay. So that is the final thing. Oof, okay. Let's bring this back to like, I don't know, here, maybe. And then let's bring this one just, oh my days, no. Let's bring this section to like here. What is it doing? Oh, there we go. All right, so now we can watch for all this time. Oof. Yeah. Now it's up. Wait. Yeah. Now it's talking. So it, as it goes, like. Yeah. Now it's talking. Like it should just be transparent in the middle, and then show up that way. It's like boop. So it's actually like longer, and then it kind of ends quicker. So let's do that setup. I could obviously like time it and stuff to like get a video and watch that show up. But let's just do a rough stopwatch type time situation so I can get the timings down. Oopsie doopsie. Clock. Stopwatch. So the entire thing is like 2 seconds. Here. Okay. Chuck this down here. Then. Okay, we're gonna do 150. All right, that's more like it, I think. This actually goes a lot quicker. I don't know, that's pretty much spot on. I think there's some obviously little things. It doesn't fill linearly. I mean, this is not linear, but you know what? Why not? Let's do a little tweak of that. So we'll take. Let's see. Let's have it. Let's see. So it kind of like stays a little bit longer. So it should stay a little bit longer here. Nope. No, buddy. What are you doing? All right. So stay a little bit. No, down. Break. Where is it? There we go. Alright, so stay a little bit longer and then kind of lean in. For Chacho, I selected only you, then lean in. Alright, so it's a little bit different. Okay, so it feels more and then it goes up. Okay, I had it the other way around. No, just hang there. Something. So it feels more faster. So it's kind of like this, I would say. So flatten tangents. Yeah, something like this. Okay, so it's kind of like that, but this is too much. Down here. This is the last I'm touching this. So there we go. Ooh, okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. So it feels like, and then slowly gets up. So it kind of like feels faster to here, and then it slowly tapers in. Boom. All right. Let's call this Materiala. Materiala. Does it work? Output. Yeah, this is the boring stuff no one wants to see. But it's kind of how it goes. This is, yeah. That is GameDev for you. Of course, all of this would have been done and dusted if the stupid text widget did the outline properly. I wouldn't have had to make a whole ass material for it. I would have just had to just done like here, fade, here, don't fade. I don't know. It's whatever. It is whatever. At the very least, maybe I would have just done like a simple gradient material or something. All right. So the whole cool thing about all of this is that I'm able to, you know, go in and, for example, I'm able to do stuff like this, right? So let's make this a little bit flat job. And then let's go in, boom, boom, boop, 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 boop. No. Did I? What the heck? I didn't tell you to just... No, stay. What the brother? You know, I'm gonna copy the space. I'm gonna paste it here. Huh, look at that. You know what? No, 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 no. Nope. Yeah. All right, I'm able to do this. Yep, still within. And then just export. Save. Save. Then go in here. Re-import. I'll need to tweak the thing. So re-import, and then get my image, multiply this by 2, and save. And just like that, I should have that. All right. Okay, I know it's like that, but like kind of want to just stretch this out a bit so it takes a little bit longer. There we go. Alright, so maybe like okay, maybe that was... Now I see why they made it. Obviously 2 seconds. It's kind of like, kind of see it and it's there and it's gone. So compile. Push. All right. Now that this is done, yeah, I've always said this before, but I will tell anyone who is willing to listen. I mean, they won't understand, but I'm going to show them. I'm going to make a video and show it to my buddies. Let's set the progress to 0 or 0.5. You know, it would actually be more sensible to have this by the side. That way I can have like this. Let's kind of make things smaller and more compact. Let's actually fix these guys. Yeah. Let's just trim out all the fats. And then all right. Damn, I'm going to put this on the other mon. Oh, yeah, it's the Star Wars event. It gave me a headache yesterday. Yeah, I hope you're having fun. I hope you're having fun. You should be focusing on the event and stuff and not. Anyway, I hope you're having fun. Okay. I'm your favorite YouTuber? For real? Are you sure? Are you sure it's not Hive? I mean, Hive is the GOAT, according to someone. So, just saying. Oof, nice. Alright, my hand is getting back. I'm going to put this on the other screen. You know, actually, I forgot. I could literally just bring you guys along for the ride. If I do switch to this. Alright. So let me get my recording thing on. Oh, damn! Should I tell them that that they're not actually your favorite? They're your second favorite. I wonder how they would feel. Oh, nice. Good for you, man. Good for you. What am I? Do I need music? Oh wait, there's probably already music. So let's just mute the desktop mic and record. Oh, that was such a bad recording. What the fuck? Alright, let's restart. You have or you not have? Okay, let's see. You don't? Oh, damn. Oh, that was a terrible recording too. I'm obsessing over this. All right, so we go into passes, right? That's kind of the play. We go to passes, and we show a thing, and then we switch over to the other one. Take your time, man. If you can stay as long as you can go for as long as you want. 3, 2, 1, boom, passes. Oh my god, I spent too long showing the stuff. No one wants to spend 16 seconds seeing something they've already seen. Let's do it quick and be gone. All right. This is the reality of making videos. Even the Hive, what's it called? The Blazing Blade short I made, I actually recorded that like 3 times. Okay. Gotta have perfection. I don't have you yet. All right, let's go again. Oops, play. Go. All right, nice. I'm satisfied with that. Okay, that was quite the side quest today. That was quite the side quest today. Yeah. All right, let's congratulations, Underworld Pump. Oh, that's true. Okay, let me pop in, see the event. Oh, we are at 49k players. Look at that. Let's open this. And, oh, sheesh. It's done? No, I missed it. No, dang it. I should have locked in. Why did I? Oh man, I missed it. No. Let's actually post on Twitter. It's been a while since I posted on Twitter. I did make that post then, but it was. I mean, damn. Congratulations to them. Nice. Okay. Let's say. You tell me what happened at the event. Wait, no, I think I'm. No, I'm good. I'm going to make it. Yeah. Okay, so it's not done yet. I can still watch it. Oh. Okay, that is pretty sick. Oh damn, the music is pretty crazy. All right, I'm just gonna stay here. Man. Oh. Oh no, what's gonna happen? Alright, let's speed through this. How in the world did bro have the flipping thing? Haha. Alright. Oh no, I have to click. Okay, nice. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty sick, yeah. Okay, let's go back to main monitor. Close that too. This just automatically shows up. Let's bring the game back. Let's bring this one back. Let's close that. Let's close this too. That's YouTube. This. Okay. Actually, we can close this and close this too. Save. Boom, save. Let's see. Bits. BP UI was so crispy. Just had to try my hand at remaking it in hashtag UEFN. This bit of the hashtag Fortnite Battle Pass. Battle Pass UI was so crispy. I just had to try my hand at remaking it hashtag Fortnite. And oops, nope. Where is it? It's right here. Yeah, I mean, I'm still working on I'm still working on my game. Yep. I haven't actually done any work for my game specifically, but I've been having fun today, so it's okay. It is all right. Let's do. We're making it in UEFN UMG. Let's just leave it UMG. out of the way and then post. It's been a while since I posted something, so let's just put a little post. Put a little post out there, and then of course I will copy link and send it here. Fix up. Oh, fxtwitter.com. That's what I should do. fxtwitter.com. Found out text widget and text widget. Text widget. Found that text widget. Outline as a scan or dynamic sub. Ouch. Maybe I shouldn't have peeled that too fast. Anybody? Nobody? Damn. I guess they don't like my... I guess they don't like my flipping thing. Oh, no, I guess they like my flipping thing. Alright, thanks for reposting, little bro, but... Oh, okay, that was another thing. Alright. Anywho, I don't care about the likes. Ugh. You know, Trekkie's the G. Yeah, Trekkie's the GOAT. That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the... Oh, he's also on my team. That's what he's the... But Trekkie does really really amazing UI stuff. Like, oh yeah, main event is done. Like, look at this. Look at this juicy. Maybe not all the Fortnite default buttons, but hold up. Come on, Drakey. Yeah, look at this. Is the map he's working on. Pretty cool. All right. Hey, yo, hold up. Actually, someone just pointed out something pretty important. Bro does not have a face. What? Oh, man. I'm sorry, people. I'm kind of in the middle of a conversation with some. Okay. All right, let's do some map stuff. Oh, Dej. I don't know, man. At this point, you're like the only. Bro's the only. No, no, these. I should. Actually, kind of hot. Like it's. 1 second. Oh man. Dash, bro. Bro accepted so quickly. Oh yeah. Budget. I forgot the whole thing I said. I don't whenever I say something I like to do it. I forgot the thing I said. So unfortunately, like, don't invite me, Dead. I'm not playing the game. Just go play something. Is this new? I don't think I should give Chikum K, you know? She's not even in the shop. So wait. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh. Hmm. Yep. Not in the shop. No, you don't have to do you don't have to do anything. What the... No. Oh man.
This shit, why you trying? Please, Pete, I need this. My mom is kind of homeless. I live with my dad. I want to help her out. Speed, I'm watching this stream. Why you try not to laugh, bro?
Oh man. Football team. I don't really like watch sports or watch anything really. So yeah. I hope your mom's kind of homeless. I actually wanted to claim my stuff. Like I came on to claim my stuff, and I ended up going on a little side quest. So let's claim my stuff. Man, that is so clean. Why do you need? You don't actually need skins. Like, this is just a game. You shouldn't, like, just pick one skin and just stick with that skin. And it should be a skin that you already have. Right? Oh, I think this is the last set I can unlock. Oh, let's record this. No, like I said, a skin that you already. That's why I said this before. It has to be a skin you already have. You can't make the choice now. So, like the one skin you've literally seen me only. I really don't care about skins. It's this one that I've had since Chapter 2, Season 3. Chapter 2, Season 3. Chapter 2. That's like 4 years ago type stuff. So, don't waste your money on skins, and don't waste my money on skins. I'd say don't waste your money on skins, but you don't have money, so yeah, like think about it for a second. I know your mama kinda homeless. Why are there so many things open? What the heck? Why is that open separately there? What? Okay, let's close that. Let's close that. Let's definitely close this. It's flipping Sunday. Okay, I'll open this one. And I want to record this bit too. And yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh, I think I can actually do that. Oh. Oh, what is this? Cool. No, I should have gone to the other page and clicked them all first. No! Alright, so we go here, and then we claim all. And I think it should claim everything? It's kind of stuck. Oh, yep, it doesn't even do it. So, to do this. Then we do this. Okay. Your name is kind of. Oh, all right, so we have finished. What the heck? Yeah, that's everything, right? Nope, that's not everything. I got something here. Wait, what the? Oh, wrap. It's a wrap. All right. Wait. Why is it not? Oh, I have to do it on every page. Oh. Hi. Hi, how are you? Birdie chat show, stop making me go. Like, where is it? Okay, wait, no, here. Here as well. Oh my gosh, I just gotta clean this one. Oh, that is true. That is true. Look at that. That is okay. All right. You're right. You need a sweaty skin? Literally, the skins don't sweat. They are just skins. You don't see any of them sweating. So I don't know what you mean by that, bro. Bro never learned how to ask for stuff. And I just said, you don't need to buy skins. Like, you don't need to. You know, I don't have V-Bucks for skins. My V-Bucks, all my V-Bucks already belong to someone, so yeah, I can't use what's not mine. Oh my days, you're making me feel bad because now it's gonna look like people are gonna be watching. People are gonna be watching. Yeah, exactly. People are gonna be watching the stream and they're gonna be like, "Who is this guy who's just damn? How did you know? How did I'm actually very greedy. Sheesh. That Joltaro. Who's that? Can I search? Nope, you can't search. What's Joltaro? Oh, a super. Oh. Are you a sweat? All right, let's do this. Let's do this. If you 1v, like, you 1v1 me for the skin. First to 5. Wait, when is it even leaving? Oh, okay. A pretty long time. Okay. So first to 5, right? Because I don't think I can even gift it to you right now. Where is you? Oh, that's you. Yeah, I can't even gift it to you right now, but like if you want me and you win. I thought you said you're a sweat. What do you mean you're gonna lose? You don't. I'm a noob, so just saying. You have a high chance of winning. You never know. What the fuck are these pictures, man? Oh man. What is this? You're gonna lose? Okay, yeah. You see? Yeah, so you gotta believe in yourself, man. Believe in yourself. Don't invite me to a party. No one invites me to their party. I don't join people's parties. I'm not a party joiner. I don't party. What do we want here? Ah, sheesh. Just touch the settings a little bit. me close that. Oh my days, did I put the wrong one? No way. Oh no, this was the new one. Oof, I thought I posted the wrong thing. Let's close some of this stuff. Exit. Ready, Joe, exit please. Okay, I haven't even warmed up today, so you're pretty set to go. Like, you actually could win. Just believe in yourself. Be like me, never back down and never give up. So that bro's not ready to hear this. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Wait. You never 1v1 before? Damn, bro, this is feisty. That's how you... Damn, bro, I thought bro was gonna 1v1. Like... That's... You're above, like... Oh. You're almost winning, Dutch. Wait, it's first to... First to like 5, right? So first to 10. It's first to... Ambrose using all the tactics. First to 10. Gotta lock in, Dutch. Lock in. You have to lock in, man. First to 10. You can almost win. I can probably win. You know, just lock in. Oh, you got this. Please, oh wait, no. Goo gaga. Ah. switched to a light mouse. Yeah, see. It's like it's light, but it's not my preferred shape. It's the Razer Cobra Pro. I use the G cursor to like, it's not really my hand shape, to be honest.